Achoo!
I'm sure you guys remember that I talked about a very abrupt and shocking part of the anime, and that I believe, and I'm sure you're aware, for those who have watched it, is the reveal of Dio's henchman, who is Vanilla Ice, or sometimes just known as simply Iced. He appears out of nowhere with his stand Cream, who quite shockingly...
Sorry, so it's ice cream.
Vanilla ice cream.
Dude, serious?
That's the pun. Yeah. The stand literally appears...
At least it's not vanilla ice baby.
The stand appears almost out of nowhere and immediately kills one of the main characters who you've been following along the entire story, Abdul. And I say it's quite shocking because of the way in which he's killed, saving the life of Jean-Pierre Polnareff, who, you are aware, they were enemies at first and were always at loggerheads throughout the entire anime.
Dude, they're probably not aware because they're watching a review. They'll probably watch the show after this.
Yeah. Whatever. Anyway, Pierre and Abdul are always at loggerheads throughout the entire anime, and that aspect is all shown quite clearly. So for Abdul to knowingly sacrifice his life to save that of Jean's is not only heroic but quite tragic, because not only is he killed, but he's killed in such a way that there's not even a body left behind. The most that you see of Abdul afterwards is a severed arm. And that's quite abrupt the way it happened too. Literally just this orb of nothingness goes shoo, and the guy is just gone, disappeared.
That was a messy scene.
It was quite messy, yeah. It just came right out of left field, especially for earlier on in the anime where Abdul was previously thought to have been killed. For him to survive something like that and then be killed anyway, you know, he's quite unlucky. I mean, he got shot in the head. Everyone thought he died at that point. He came back heroically in a blaze of flame to save everyone's lives. And then right at the end of the anime, he's just killed like that. You know, I mean, it really shows...
Just like that?
Just like that. It really shows that... It really highlights the power of Dio and his henchmen when one of the greatest characters who was shown to pose quite a threat to JoJo, especially at the start of the anime, he was just taken out so easily, like in an instant, without anyone even knowing what's going on. The rest of the characters are left disorientated by the loss, grieving. I mean, they're quite divided at that point, and yeah, really, it's. I mean, I thought that scene specifically stuck with me, and I thought it was done quite well, to be honest.
Right there, you had the spoilers.
Not all of them. I still have a couple more.
Oh, serious?
Yes.
Dude, you know it's only that 10 minutes.
There are a few things that I would criticize the anime for, and the reason why I didn't put these criticisms at the start was because there are spoilers in themselves. This is why I deducted that last 0.5 of a score from the potential 5. Quite a lot of things are left unexplained. How the stand powers became developed in JoJo, for example. They did say that the reappearance of Dio triggered the latent ability within them. But what's quite confusing for me is that Dio has made past appearances. He's made appearances in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure in the manga, which has 2 previous stories before you see in the anime, and Dio had no such stand powers. He was merely a very powerful evil dude, merely a vampire. And then suddenly he comes back from 100 years sleep and he suddenly develops stand powers of his own. That's never explained, which I found quite disappointing.
I think that is like the opening credits bit. When he takes the body of JoJo's great grandfather.
Yeah.
I think the stand powers came with the body.
He didn't have stand powers either.
Seriously?
The character, his name slips me at the moment.
But as you said,
Joestar. Yes, Jonathan Joestar. That was his name. He had no stand powers.
Well,
so there's no reason why.
They developed him from the reappearance of Dio.
Yeah, but
maybe
Dio himself had no stand powers.
Maybe the
before
body developed him because of the reappearance of Dio.
But Jonathan didn't have any stand powers of his own either.
Yeah,
and Stan's only began appearing during the anime.
Right.
Honestly, it's not done in a very satisfying way. The way the Stans are introduced into the storyline. This won't be a problem for you if you haven't read the mangas. I mean, you won't know about all this if you haven't read the mangas. But personally, I have, and that was quite jarring in the way they were introduced. I mean, they felt kind of shoehorned in. Of course, I didn't mind after I'd gone into a good way into the anime, because they actually were a very fun aspect of the storyline, I think. And yeah, I think it was worth it to make that small sacrifice in kind of forcing them in, although I do think it could have been a bit better the way it was done. Another minor thing is Jotara's mother. She has a stand of her own, but it's never shown quite what the abilities of that stand are. It's shown that she does not have enough power to control it, and it ends up being deadly to her. And that's the reason why they go on the whole adventure in the first place. I would have liked to have known the properties of that stand, even if it was just a minor inclusion. But honestly, that's left completely blank. I can live with it, but I'm just still a little bit curious as to what the potential of her stand could have been had she had the power to control it.
You've been watching Anime Watch with Harry, Ali and Stone.
We hope you've enjoyed the review. Don't forget to come back and watch the DBZ review coming soon.
Eddie?